Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit asbgold.com. That's asbgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. What the heck is going on with the midterms? With us today is the former speaker. No, to me, he's always the speakers. Speaker Newt Gingrich. Well, Newt, give us the pulse of what the heck is going on in our country. Right now, the interest rates have not gone down. Energy rates are still up, and how does that sort things out in America right now?
Look, if the election were going to be held in June, I'd be very worried. But under our Constitution, it's not going to be held until November. In 1988, I was working with Vice President Bush's campaign. They were behind by 19 points in May. 19 points. They won by 6, so 1 out of every 4 Americans switched their vote during the campaign. My guess is that the economy, in fact, is going to be strong. If you'll notice, the stock market keeps rumbling forward. Various indicators of productivity and manufacturing and purchases for durable goods all keep moving forward. And the reason is that underneath the noise of the Ukraine and Iran campaigns, there's this enormous engine called the American economy. And with the rise of things like artificial intelligence, the amount of change we're getting, or if you look at space, where the development by Elon Musk of a reusable rocket has brought down the price of getting into space by 95%, the biggest single deflationary thing going on. So I have a hunch that by the time we get to the actual campaign in July and August and early September, that in fact Republicans will be in good shape. And there's a very telling poll that came out yesterday that Harvard takes on a regular basis, and they have a different sampling than a lot of these public polls. They're much more accurate in terms of who's likely to vote. And in their poll, the Republicans and the Democrats are tied 50-50 in terms of who you're going to vote for Congress this fall. Now, if you're in a world where the liberal media is attacking you every day, the Democrats are lying about you every day, and you are at a point where, frankly, you have a couple of big challenges. I mean, the Iran war is real. The price of oil is real. These are not made-up things. So you've got to work through some of it. But the fact is, the Democrats are so unacceptable, and they're proposing things that are so crazy that people sort of think, well, maybe I'm tired of the Republicans. And then they look at the alternative and they say, well, maybe I'm not that tired of the Republicans. And the result has been, I just saw just yesterday, they announced that West Virginia now is a majority Republican state and has had a huge swing of people literally leaving the Democratic Party, switching parties. And I think when you look around the country, you see more and more of this kind of migration. So I am moderately optimistic that by the time we get to people voting in September, though in fact the Democrats will look very weak and isolated. And I thought President Trump's comment at the State of the Union was really important in framing this year when he talked about protecting children and having their parents, not the schools, be responsible. And none of the Democrats would stand and applaud. Every Republican was applauding. No Democrat would applaud. And Trump looked out and watched them for a minute and just said, you people are crazy. And I think that's what this fall is going to come down to, a common sense party working very hard to solve problems versus a party which is literally crazy.
Wow. Well, the only good news is for the king last week, everybody stood up.
That was great. And listen, I thought King Charles, I should say, did a great job. Cliff and I had a chance to meet him when he came to the Vatican while she was the ambassador. He came for the canonization of John Henry Newman, who's the most important Catholic in modern times in Great Britain. And we had a chance to chat with him for a while. And I found him to be charming, intelligent, asked good questions. He was really interested in people and understand what's going on. And I know you had a chance to chat with him. And I'm curious, did you find the same thing, that he's a down-to-earth, very direct guy you can actually talk with?
I got to talk to him for at least 5 minutes down in the World Trade Center where the Queen Elizabeth's garden was, remembering the 300 Brits that died in 9/11. And he was a down-to-earth person. He liked the tie I was wearing because, don't forget, Prince Philip, his dad, was a Greek. And I was wearing a Greek tie, and he took notice of it, and so I'm going to send it to him.
That's great. I think he would really appreciate that. And I'm not surprised that he would make that connection to his father, who he loved deeply, and who was a very powerful behind-the-scenes person in his own right. And then that's a great story. And I suspect he'll wear it.
Yes.
Particularly if he goes on a state visit to Greece. Think how you're setting him up for that opportunity.
Well, yes, and Prince Pavlo. I also reminded him that King Constantine, because I was there at the palace when they had the 1 year memorial for King Constantine of Greece that passed away. Me and King Constantine in the Archdiocese, we all put it together and we built that church in Havana. And
wow.
And Prince Pavlo, his royal crown prince. I found out what the word crown prince means. That means he's next in line to be king. Crown Prince Pavlo is a good friend, good friend, and so we have a lot of mutual friends that we're very close to.
Truly amazing. Only in America could you have a guy like you who just happens to have friends who are princes and kings. Only in America,
land of opportunity.
That's right. It's the one thing we can't get your current mayor to understand. That this is a country about opportunity, not redistribution, and it's about everybody getting along and doing better, not just having class warfare.
Understood. Now, Newt, so you feel that I'm still upset that the Powell is going to remain on the governor's board, because I think he was acting against our country, in my personal opinion, and not lowering the interest rates when he was supposed to lower interest rates. I believe the war is going to be over in the next 30 days, and the price of oil will come down substantially. So you're going to be going into, and the economy is doing great. So a great economy going into September, a great economy, lower interest rates, lower energy rates. I think people are going to be on President Trump's side.
I think if you look, for example, even on the issue of Iran, I think something like 78% of the American people agree we cannot allow the Iranians to get nuclear weapons. So I think the Democrats, when they become the sort of bring the illegal immigrants back home, take care of the criminals, not the police, raise your taxes more, and decide that they're in favor of policies that make no sense economically to most Americans. I think that Trump's going to be in a strong position. And remember, my guess is, this is purely a guess, but my guess is that in the back of his head, he will switch into campaign mode around the 4th of July. But that right now he's trying to get done what he thinks is important as a president serving the country in historic terms. And then he'll have to spend from July 4th to the election convincing people that what he's doing is right. And that's a little bit like Lincoln in the Civil War. I mean, you cannot get up every morning, stick your finger in the air, and then follow the wind. Real leaders have to have a sense of vision. They have to have a goal they're working towards. They have to have tremendous patience and tremendous endurance, and have faith that what they're doing is right, and when explained, will be supported by the American people.
I agree. Well, Newt Gingrich, keep fighting for America. And, Mr. Speaker, we'll talk to you again real soon.
Look forward to it.
Let Century Management Solutions get you to your next medical appointment. They specialize in non-emergency medical transportation, connecting patients to care, safety, reliability, and on time. Their advanced technology platform seamlessly coordinates patients, healthcare providers, insurers, and transportation partners all in one powerful network. With over 200 trusted transportation providers, they deliver scalable solutions backed by real-time tracking and complete transparency. Go to SENTRYMS.com.